Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello,
You
hello, hello,
are
hello, boss.
Sanbunan. Hey.
Pasha.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to Heart to Heart with Zawadi. Quick reminder: please remember to press the subscribe button right there in the corner. It's red. It's written in red. Okay. So we're back again with more insightful conversations that is going to make you think. It's going to make you have an opinion. It's going to maybe spark a conversation where you are with other people and allow you guys to engage as well. We're looking forward to hearing from you. We welcome more than anything else your feedback. Well, today we just get into it. Today we're talking about self-esteem.
Yep.
And in fact, we're not just talking about self-esteem, we're talking about the benefits of a healthy or a good self-esteem.
Awesome.
So how are you, Zippo?
I am well, I'm good, I'm bright, ngimnandi, my sweetie.
Okay, I'm very glad to hear that. So let's get into it. Self-esteem.
Fine, let's shoot. Hi, viewers. I thought maybe it would be nice if I first give just at least two definitions or of what self-esteem is, so that as we give benefits of it thereof, a basic understanding, because this leli gama elithi self-esteem, sometimes we use it interchangeably and sometimes silisebenzise nasey'ndaweni la lingangeni khona.
Ngoba isingisi.
Well, besides isingisi, yabo igama malifika litrend linawo lesense sokuthi lidla umgangatho lizogcina selingena nakuma-searches la. So buya self-esteem buyele endaweni yakho. Okay, great. Maybe a basic definition of self-esteem is a subjective evaluation of oneself.
Okay.
And I chose that word ngamasibongo subjective because self-esteem is not objective.
Okay.
It has to be very personal and subjective.
Okay.
For the first time, or maybe for the third time, this time we are working from within.
Yeah.
We are saying charity pickings at home.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think of me. For as long as I think of what I think, Mina, it's enough. For as long as I create my own world and say I can make it, I've got all it takes. It does not matter what background, even though there could be tangible facts and combat to the negative. Yeah. But whatever subjective definition I give to myself creates my box, which I call self-esteem. Okay. That word esteem, isho ukuthi uzbuka kanjani, uzrank aphi, uzbeka kuphi. How? Okay. What is that you esteem about yourself? And that word esteem suggests sometimes it's not in most cases about the now, but it's about what you see in the future as far as you're concerned. Okay. Another definition of self-esteem is a realistic respect for your ability to thrive in life.
Oh, wow. Let's repeat that.
It's a realistic respect for your ability to achieve and thrive in life.
I love the respect.
Yes. How much respect you give to yourself. Khona abantu goes around but umbukela phansi umjwayela kabi. We can't control indlela abantu abacabanga ngayo nabasibuka ngayo, but you can give a respect that is due to us, because Tina, we know ourselves. Nhlala nozipho. I know my dreams gazipho. I know my aspirations gazipho. I know izinto uziphathi mayilala ebusuku aqwashe icabanga ethi inkosi ngizohlanga yabona. Therefore I must learn to give respect to myself before I can expect it from other people, because nabo bangikala ngamehlo njengamuntu amazi ophuthu, because banawabo. And let me tell you this, every time a person shows something ngawo, you must know it's got nothing to do with you. It's how they view themselves. In fact, it's their own self-esteem.
Oh, wow.
Next time umuntu ethi na usile ekhanda, you must laugh and walk away, because that is how much they have created their own subjective view of themselves. So self-esteem is how much respect are you giving to yourself. Ufuna sekunika respect, how much respect? Do you really respect yourself much that you could live a mediocre life oyiphilayo and be comfortable in it?
Oh, wow.
What are you willing to sort of raise yourself to? What standards are you putting for yourself?
Yeah.
Ungacompete namuntu kodwa compete now.
That's a very important point.
That is self-esteem.
You are not competing with somebody else, but you're competing with yourself.
It's your own little goals. It's your own little milestones that you're saying, I'm benchmarking myself from this. I'm saying, this is who I am, and not just saying because it's nice to say, but I'm willing to put an effort, or I have put an effort. They don't know what you've been through. And you're saying when I get, but you don't know what are the things that I've sacrificed, what are the things that I've put up to to be where I am. That is why that word respect is critical, because it says I have a right to give respect to myself because I have been to corners where nobody has been, and I survived, and I came back, and I'm alive. Therefore, hello.
Is it safe to say, Kampe, it's credits that you are downing upon yourself, you know?
You've actually even chosen a beautiful synonym, credits. Kuzofika isikhathi la simphike kuzofanele sifunde njengabantu as a people. As a people, that's a political language. We put credits to ourselves, and see if I get brownie scores, and walk proud now, because we understand our battles. We know what's easy peasy pieces, right? You know, and that is why you find someone who has been through thick and thin, hell and back, but you find themselves sound. You find themselves when they upward and forward, and you ask yourself, kanjani imisebenzi self-esteem? Because once you stamp and authenticate yourself and confer upon you a degree of self-esteem, you run with it, and at the end you become unstoppable.
True.
So that is self-esteem, guys. Awuyitholi kubantu noma ungayifuna. I-self-esteem umsebenzi wangaphakathi. There is something that you normally call the locus of control. The locus of control is a point here in your life that says, it's like wash that is a locus. It's a center. It's an area that controls the watch. So now as umuntu, your self-esteem is your locus of control. Are you external locus of control or internal? If you're external, all decisions are based on what other people are saying out there. If the weather changes and decides to rain, when you saw me now because it's raining out there. Whereas when you've got an internal locus of control, you put on a raincoat, my daughter. If you could dance, I create my own happiness. Whether it's raining or it's not raining, if I decide today it's my happy day, I'm gonna be happy anyway.
Let's repeat that. So that kind of person is a person who's got a
internal locus of control.
Okay,
beautiful. Now, the question that you asked me, I was just giving a definition there. You said, what are the benefits of having a healthy
or a good
or a positive self-esteem? Okay. The good thing about the self-esteem is that it dependent on yourself. It detaches you from a syndrome.
Deadly one.
You learn to generate your ideas, you learn to generate your energy from within, you learn to generate your life from within. Everything is about within. When we started, I said charity begins at home. So if you fail to pat on the shoulder and say go, if you are your own cheerleader, chances are somebody out there will not see anything, because people buy into what you are before they buy into what you say. You know, people must actually see when that's a cheerleader. If they don't see you do that, and it's gonna hurt you big time. So one, self-esteem, you learn to detach from depending and depending on people for affirmations and things, but you begin to be your own cheerleader and your own captain, and you run your own ship. If you want to serve it to the south, you do that. You know, for as long as you've made your own calculations and you feel safe, right, and it's a calculated risk, and you do that. Bangaka abantu who have not made it in life just because somebody else said they're not worth it. Somebody else said they're not good enough. Somebody else said they're not beautiful enough. Somebody else said by you and all. I mean, we are all a product of vicious cycles of words that have been spoken to us, because we have low self-esteem. We have not built this thing. I take shots. I call shots for my life.
So one could positively say a healthy self-esteem is as important as a strong immune system.
Yes. Umuntu one-immune system weak ugula njalo.
Okay.
Umuntu one-low self-esteem noma ongenayo nje kwa-self-esteem leyo ongakaze ayinike ithuba ngayo, you know, low muntu is vulnerable to whatever vicious cycles are out there in life.
Okay.
Nabantu nabo who are broken will come bazo bleed on you, yet you did not cut them. If you don't have self-esteem. All right. Number two, is self-esteem is good, or a high self-esteem or a good self-esteem is good because it boosts your confidence. And once your confidence is in the right place, it has impact on your decision-making skills.
Okay. Let's repeat that.
I'm saying a good or a positive self-esteem is good for your confidence. Charity begins at home. It makes it to be more assertive. Before it can go to omunye umuntu. Then when you are like that, it boosts your own confidence, because when you trust yourself, when you have respect for yourself, for your ideas, for your mind, for your brain, you become confident, because you know what once navumelana nengqondo yakho niyabangena. And if you have confidence, it means you make good decisions. So confidence is good for decision-making skills. And if you check your research, poor decision makers are people with less confidence. And people with less confidence are people with low self-esteem.
Okay.
So it's an interrelated cousins. It's very unlikely to find someone with good decisions who has confidence. Bad decisions, it's because there is less confidence, and less confidence is because there is also a negative or low self-esteem. Okay. Number 3, self-esteem means once you've got confidence and you make the right decisions, then you have an ability to secure honest relationships.
And that's very important, eh?
You see,
that is very, very important.
You make the right decisions. You can see who is right for you. You make strategic relationships. You position yourself correctly. You know what is right from what is wrong, and what is wrong from what is right. You're not led into things as just because it's gold, you think it's glitters. It's not all gold that glitters. Une confidence, right? You present yourself and you earn whatever that you get for reasons are right. And therefore, if you must make relationships, be it relationships with family, with business, with home, even romantic relationships, you are better channeled to making right decisions, because it's self-esteem yakhe right. I'm getting an example. Here's a guy who's moneyed and all, but who thinks of you as something that must be belittled. I cannot allow you to treat like a doormat. But if you've got low self-esteem issues, you cling on people just because they're providing your insecurities, even though they're treating you like doormats.
Okay, so there's a very big difference between arrogance and a good self-esteem.
Arrogance, unfeeling, and it's egoistic. In fact, arrogance was inflator. It's when you are zero, but you make yourself like a ball. It's to take what you have but inflate it, so you're giving a wrong image of who you are. Egoistic, you are blowing a wrong horn, but at the same time. But on a confidence, you cannot take them down, because confidence cannot lie. Confidence cannot sort of exalt itself. Confidence is confidence. If it's there, it's there. If it's not there, it's not there.
Okay.
You know, it's real. It's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So positive self-esteem or a high self-esteem is good in a way that it gives an ability to secure honest relationships, because we are going to dissect vele zisharp.
Yeah.
And more than anything, you are giving who you are for what you are. It's like, this is it. You take it or leave it. And you don't feel bad. You walk away because you know that another man's food is another man's poison.
True.
You feel like bad. Because you think you've lost it. No, you know what someone valuable is coming that will give you meaningful relationships.
That just means that was not for you.
Exactly. Relationships are abusive. Most people that will stay in abusive relationships, it's not because bebegezela or bethandazile or befastile. It's because they've got low self-esteem. They can't imagine life without those people. And it ends up is because they've got nothing. They've got no respect for themselves. They think by handouts. If anyone is not treating you right, you've got the brain, you've got all resources in life, go out there and live your life. It's going costly. We are born with all resources pertaining life and fully resourced. Okay, as we proceed, another good I love this one. One thing that is good about is self-esteem, a high self-esteem, is that self-esteem underpins every experience of your life.
Okay.
Self-esteem underpins every experience. Once you check how experiences are bad or good, they are all the results of your self-esteem.
You know, now that you've mentioned it, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are times where you will accept a certain behavior because you feel a certain way about yourself. And there are times where you don't accept a certain behavior because you're in an understanding of who you are and what you're worth. Okay.
And now people don't harm us. Singabanikeza permission. We give people permission to harm us because once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah, true.
And is then to no affliction, not a second time. I was afflicted twice. Because you could system your lap is unfair. I was going to tell you, about three, is then there's something wrong about you.
Who's willing to take
it jogger twice. I can take it jogger for the first time because I'm naive, I'm young, I don't know, I'm but it has to get to a point where you're saying, I found who I am. There's an amount of respect that I give to myself, so I can't take this.
Yeah.
Okay. Last two as we close. One nice thing about self-esteem is that it allows you to be you. It gives you permission to be unique because you are not under pressure to be somebody else.
Okay, yeah.
Because you learn to embrace yourself, love yourself, and articulate yourself or adjudicate yourself well and place yourself where you are celebrated. Go to places where you are celebrated. And then you throw your own pity part. Ukuhlakanipha nje ukuthi angisangeni angeke phela mina ngilokhu ngilanda uxanduva ngilethe empilweni yami. Uyabona? So self-esteem or good or high self-esteem allows you to be you, and it gives you permission to embrace your individuality. Okay? Lastly, self-esteem allows you an opportunity to agree to disagree without really feeling small also.
Yeah.
It self-esteem allows you to say, I cannot know everything, and it's okay not to know everything. Angizobona njengomuntu less informed noma ongazi lutho. Ave ngizokwazi yonke into. I'm not a jack of all trades.
Okay.
So khona abantu will always constantly want to come across as people who know everything, and as they do that, they are compromising themselves.
These are what we call the know-it-alls.
Exactly. And it makes you iqeda nje isidima sakho nesithunzi sakho.
Yeah.
Self-esteem would say, guys, talking is my area of influence or expertise, but makuziwa kule area, hayi guys ngicela ukudedela bayazi mina ngizolo ngiphawule lapha nalapha, because you allowing yourself to learn in that area. So what does self-esteem do? It allows you to agree to disagree, allow things which sometimes it's not a win-win, sometimes it's about, okay, I understand where you're coming from, now I'll keep what's mine, but you can still walk this walk, see a family. Those are the benefits of self-esteem.
Okay, so let's, as we wrap up, what we've learned is that self-esteem is healthy. It's good for your heart. It's good for your mind. It's good for your progress.
True.
Invest in yourself. There's a saying at Phenomenal Pure that we use, which is the smallest or the softest voice of affirmation that comes from you will outshine the loudest voice of rejection from anybody.
Silence all the noises, the ungodly noises and the worldly noises out there that are telling you otherwise.
So learn to embrace your own voice. Learn to embrace your own self. As we say goodbye, again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Bye.